Kevin Love suffers from panic attacks. That news might not mean much unless you've experienced one. And in that case, your heart goes out to the Cleveland Cavaliers forward. Typical panic attack symptoms include periods of intense fear that may include palpitations, sweating, shaking, shortness of breath, numbness, and paralyzing terror. Imagine all those feelings sweeping over you in a minute and hanging around for 30 minutes, or an hour, or a week. Yes, I once had panic attack symptoms for an entire week as an Ohio State senior, and I can tell you, it was horrible. A panic attack is beyond belief because you never thought you could feel so awful. I can't speak for Kevin Love, but for me, two factors made the entire situation amazingly worse. First, I was not educated enough to know about the condition, as Kevin Love thankfully is now, to say to myself, this is a panic attack and this is what I need to do. Second, and core-shattering, a panic attack takes you back to a place where you never want to revisit. Those times when you were a little child and felt complete and total horror because you thought there was a monster in the closet, or maybe you were lost. A panic attack is the worst kind of being lost you'll ever experience. Experts don't know exactly what causes panic attacks, but stressful life events contribute. Why would Kevin Love be stressed out? He's just one of the top 2 or 3 players under a media microscope on a championship NBA team, playing with and being compared to one of the greatest players of all time in a city that's insane about sports and dying for any kind of trophy or title. So no pressure there. Love wrote an essay about his situation called "Everyone is Going Through Something." True, we all have issues, but in my experience, panic attacks were the absolute worst thing that ever happened to me. But there is an upside. The area of life that has to do with human hopes, dreams, and fears is suddenly a lot more real and fragile and significant than ever before. All those old myths and legends where the hero must go through hell to reach heaven, they suddenly make sense. And Franklin Roosevelt's famous saying, "We have nothing to fear but fear itself." Yeah, now I get it. My last panic attack was in May of 1974. 1 minute I was a total wreck. My brain felt like it had a 1,000,000-volt high-tension wire buzzing through it. Then suddenly, in the middle of cleaning out a desk drawer, that wire went dead. I felt perfectly normal. I looked up. It was a glorious Technicolor Ohio State spring day. I walked to the Oval. I sat on a bench. Musical notes from dozens of practice pianos floated out of Hughes Hall. I was back, and I decided to make the most of it. Hang in there, Kevin.